Hello everyone, hope you're having a man, that's loud. I was trying to find a better place to start this video, but the crafting stuff, I just couldn't figure out a better place. Anyway, hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Today we're going to start off with our usual Golden Saucer stuff, and then continue on with Endwalker MSQ. I've really wanted to continue MSQ, but my hand has just been saying no. So that's just why there wasn't any stream last week, and why there's only one stream this weekend. My hand is doing much better, but it's still annoying. Like right now it's ever so slightly tingly even after taking an ibuprofen, but I think it should be fine. But without further ado, let's go ahead and pull up Kai's graphic and see what ridiculous outfit we're going to make this week. I already looked at this. Let me pull it up. There it is. Oops. Okay, I already looked at it this week and we got a really easy week. So I have the Riviera doublet. And then I think I have the Highland mitts, but if we don't, we can just get the leather light mitts here. Or we can get one of these goatskin braces. Yeah, whatever. I'm actually probably just gonna go ahead and buy the gloves and legs. Yeah, I'm gonna get the gloves and legs, and then I'll just make a quick, with the Riviera doublet, make a quick glamour plate with the Riviera doublet, and then that'll guarantee us at least 80 points. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. So go talk to Quilter and get the gloves and whatever those legs were. Okay, so this is... let's get the gloves first. That's DOM level 1 through 9. Yeah, leather light mitts. And then the goatskin braces are Disciple of War 20 through 29. Okay, yeah, this. Okay, so I'll need to actually use a DOW class for this, but I mean, I've got several. I can just use my Dragoon. Oh no, I shouldn't use my. Actually, yeah, I will. I'll probably use my Dragoon. No, because I don't have actually have a decent glamour plate. Well, actually, I do, because I ended up making I made a glamour plate. I'll show you in a second, but I made a glamour plate for the outfit we're supposedly wearing in Elpis that I didn't put on. So now we'll be able to roleplay fully and roleplay with Emmett and Tythlodeus. Okay, yeah, this is what we did last week. That's right. And I need the Riviera doublet. I believe I have that. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me switch over to Samurai. I'll use that. Equip these. Oh wait, yeah, I can just use Dragoon because I'm going to be glamoring the... because I'm going to be glamoring the top. Once we actually get to the... what's it called? Once we actually get to the quest. Come on. There we go. Let's head on over to Golden Saucer and get our usual stuff done. Looks like I'm a bit too late for the 240 gate, but probably be a bit too early for the 3 o'clock gate, to be honest. It's nice to be able to kind of play, because I really haven't been able to play almost at all. Because of my hand, I've just been trying to rest it as much as possible, but it's kind of hard to do when your job involves using a computer. Let's see. We can get 1, 2, 3 here. Nope, not this time. Nope, we have a chance at 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9. But you gotta go big or go home. And it was neither. It was neither of them. Oh well, we still got one more try. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so we can get 1, 2, 3 here. 7, 8, 9 isn't possible. And it was neither. Oh well. Let's go ahead and head over to the Jumbo Cactpod. See if we can get anything there. this one. You'd think doing this every week for several months, I would remember which aetheryte to go to. Alright, let's see. Nope. What about this one? Nope. Oh, come on. Not even not last? Nope. Not last. All last. Whatever. Let's go ahead and randomize the tickets again. It's still a profit, because these only cost like 200 MGP. 100. 100, 150, and 200. Alright, now let's go present our ridiculous outfit. It's such an easy 60k MGP. Like for like this week, you saw that we literally just went and bought 2 items. Literally just went and bought these for under 1,000 gil. And then I already had the Riviera double it, but you could also, on Kai's graphic, he had soot black dye, which apparently I have soot black dye on the spectacles here. For some reason. They're already black, why am I dyeing them? Anyway. So I'm actually getting an extra point for having that dyed. Oh, let's see. Let's see what Master Rose thinks. Obviously, I am the most fashionable person here. No Plague Doctor mask will show me up. I mean, look at those ridiculous looking puke green gloves. That's some really weird looking puke, if it's green. Oh, you made a decision? Am I not the most fashionable person here? There we go. 94. That's easy 60k MGP. I highly recommend if you are, like, want to save up any MGP. Let me put on the right gear. Then I think I may... No, not that one. Not that one. Ah, there he is. There we go. Now we're ready to go back to Elpis. Let's see, 8 minutes is a bit too long to wait, so I think we'll just go ahead and head on over to Elpis and continue on with MSQ. Let's see, the easiest way is we gotta go through the Crystarium, right? Then I'll need to teleport on over there. Yeah, let's just do that. And let me update the stream text. As we're done with the Golden Saucer. Let's see, let's teleport a little bit closer. Still love this song. Not as good as the, this has a different feeling than the Charlian, and the old Charlian theme, but they're both really good. I mentioned on Twitter, that I tweaked my mic settings because I thought I had some white noise in the last stream, but I think what I actually had was that I was running my fan. Oh man, it's all cloudy today. It wasn't cloudy like this last time, right? Well, anyway, I had my fan running, and so every single time my noise gate would open, you could hear the fan running, and it was really distracting when I was listening back to it. So I'll need to figure that out when I actually get to editing that stream. I need to look and see if DaVinci Resolve has some sort of noise reduction plugin, because the OBS one, I used to use it, but I felt like it was cutting out too much noise. Also, did they change, how long has the N on the compass here been red at the top right? Was that added in like the last patch or something? Because I didn't read the patch notes at all. These was the 6.4 patch notes. Okay, let's try and remember what happened last time. So last time we went to Elpis, and we hung out with Emmet and Hythlodeus, and we met Hermes and Meteon. Or, that's how you say her name, right? So I just remembered I could have teleported here. I just didn't see it underneath all the side quests. And then Emmett is inviting Hermes to the convocation. But Hermes is hesitant to accept for various reasons. Right, because of the concept of death, which Meteon has also learned. And then Emmett and I think Hythlodaeus don't really understand why it's such a big deal. Also, this time I actually have the convocation robes on, so I'll actually blend in a little bit better. For maximum RP experience. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to everyone except for Hermes. And then we'll talk to Hermes and get started. Start with Hythlodaeus over here. Though I see new creation on a daily basis, here they look at them with a different eye. It will be interesting to observe Hermes at work. It has held that all civil organizations should conduct their affairs with total transparency, and the convocation is no exception. But that doesn't mean we are obliged to show our work to unknown entities such as you. Consider yourself privileged, and behave accordingly. This time we'll all get to go for a walk. Isn't it exciting? Yes, Meteon, very exciting. Lives apart. Composure regained. Hermes is ready to return to his duties. If everyone is ready, there are few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward ambystoma. Have care when you step outside a hub, for there may be more unruly creatures about. Alright, let's head on over. See, we gotta head back to the little pond, right? That's what he meant? Looks like it. Let's head on over there. Oh no, wasn't this where we were before? Or I guess we're heading outside. That's what he just said, right? Yeah, there's Hermes. Ah, yes. The Eanthine petaluda, one of the newest species of the ever-popular butterfly. You're still bothered about your robe? Don't be. The few specimens we repurposed won't be missed. All vim and vigor now. When we were discussing his nominations, he was melancholy incarnate. Emmett, please. So beautiful, Petaluda. I hope they make it into the world. Sure, Meteon, I'm sure they will. This here is a new species of Petaluda we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it unto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? No. It is the presence of a soul. Interesting. I happen to know about some creatures that don't have souls. Could you please tell me more? Yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation, that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. Did someone say bacon? Oh, let's go take a look at whatever beacon we're gonna see. Also, let me pull up the Aether Current list to make sure. Actually, I can just do this. Yeah, northwest is, I think the next one is like up. The closest one is like up here somewhere. Oh, that's not the right place. What? Oh, yes it is. Yeah, there's one north, like right here, that we'll get at some point. Interesting. You're interesting too. Tell me, how did you find an ambystoma? A fascinating creation, much like yourself, little one. Renowned as Hermes is for his flying life forms, 'tis a rare privilege to be able to see one of his work in progress. We're meant to be observing Hermes, but instead we're stuck with Meteon. Well, I suppose she herself can serve as serves as proof of his prowess as a researcher and creator both. Emmett, please. I know you don't like, oh, interesting. The lightning sprites. Ah, yes. Lightning Numa. Just as the report said. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it's in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. In the course of this operation, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now, that element is lightning, which draws the Numa here to replenish their ether. It appears Meteon is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the Numa? I mean, I guess. Not like I can say no. By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. Okay. This seems slightly dangerous. Oh, okay, it's a throwing thing. Oh, that was easy. Perfectly done, Brilliant. Look. See how they gather to feed, how they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole defining characteristics of feeling creatures. Nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities. But it is a soulless and arcane entity, such as the Numa, or an ephemeral life form, such as the Petaluda, all seek to perpetuate their existence, to survive. Is Meteon an arcane entity? Is Meteon a living being? I don't know which one would be better, but either one's going to lead to the same answer. A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the Bureau of the Architect to pass judgment. Hey, Hythlodaeus, can you do me a favor? Those with exceptional vision, such as Hythlodaeus, may be able to ascertain her true nature. You mean, problem child? But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that's all I need to know. Oh, you're finished already? I'm sorry, I was in the way. No, not to worry, my dear. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head to the morning dew. I need to speak with some observers there. Kind of an ominous name. Morning Dew. Well, it's a play on words, because it's spelled like someone who is mourning. Okay, we gotta head that way. I was thinking we were gonna head, this way. Since that's the way the camera ended. Well, I guess we gotta go over this bridge. And it looks like there is an aether current up top here. So I'll make sure to grab that while we're over here. Yeah, southeast. Should be like right here. 100. Oh yeah, there it is. Is that an NPC? Yep. Let's talk to this NPC since he's just out of the way like this. I love my work, yet at times such as this, the mind wanders. Where might I go? What monuments to man's ingenuity might I see? Had I only the time to spare? Well, that's a bit serious. Let's head back over here. And, oh, what are these things called again? Where is it? Gubu. Don't I have a second one of these? This is the sylphs. The one you get from the sylphs. I could have sworn I had another one. But apparently not. I don't see it. This is still the goofiest one. Or one of the goofiest ones. Oh well. Let's talk to everyone and then continue on. Ah, this fellow has been the talk of the Bureau. The combination of a carefree aspect and endless row of fangs is strangely charming. If you say so. Was there a guiding theme or any method to the madness that is this random assortment of features? It's adorable, but beware it sneezes. Hermes went flying once. Oh yeah, I know about their sneezes.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
Oh, there's the flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotion.
Right. We learned about this.
In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it.
Okay.
And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Antelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Maybe you should start listening, Emmett.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities.
This does not sound like it's gonna go well.
It's not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path.
Maybe there's a reason for
We
that.
can imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river.
So I don't think this is a good idea.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an Enteleki. Like me.
No, I'm just
So,
sundered.
are we the same? Entelekis.
No, I am just sundered. Sure, I don't know why I couldn't be one, no. Well, I have been known to transcend my limits with nothing but determination. Oh, wait, that's actually pretty interesting. If I'm thin, that's because Emmett's Sug doesn't do a proper job. I want to do that, but that, like, doesn't really make sense. Oops. Make sure not to bump the mic.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
You're gonna regret saying that, Emmett.
A deficit of ether alone does not an Enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis.
That would be really interesting.
And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it.
Be interesting if, like, we actually can harness whatever it's called. Enteleki? No, that's what, Dynamis, that's right.
Oh
He just
dear.
said it.
I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
This is pretty interesting. Is my Dragoon level 89? No, 88. Okay. Still got a little bit to go. Never before had I heard of Dynamis or Entelekis. I can only assume that Elpis Flower was submitted to the Bureau before I joined. No, I think there's something else going on here. Enteleki or no, we're friends. In thinness. All appears to be well. This shouldn't take long. Yeah, well, Emmett's getting impatient, so I should probably hurry it up. Their greatest contribution. Emmett Selk appears to be deep in thought. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it even if we knew. But it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. Emmett, please. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that there is none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial. He would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? Ooh, that'd be interesting. What are you specializing in? Either one of these would be interesting, although I think it's going to just give me the same answer anyway. Oh, you wish to know why Emmett Selk was chosen for the convocation? I shall be glad to share the tale, of course you would. Ahem. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, we're to learn about Hermes, not me. I thought Daisy was like, oh, I wanted to tell a story. Not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Emmett, please. What now? I want to learn about the convocation. If you would accompany us, I suppose you should at least know that much. The Convocation of 14 is a governing body that determines a myriad policies. Our goal is to ensure that all is right in creation, that our star may know a brighter future. As the name suggests, the Council is comprised of 14 offices, each of which is held by an individual chosen for their surpassing abilities. Depending on the office, one is required to either be an authority in a certain field or possess skills that would facilitate the performance of their stipulated duties. The former category includes matron, specialistic in aquatic life, Longreef, specialist in terrestrial life and husbandry. Halmurut, specialist in fungal and plant life, Emerolith, specialist in medicine and healing, and Lahabrea, specialist in creation magics, who has brought forth phantom beings of the highest complexity. As for the latter category, there is Ultima, advocate of the arts, not even going to try and pronounce that, champion of the enlightenment and rhetoric, Pashtarot, preserver of discipline and order, Emmett Selk, keeper of the ethereal realm, or underworld, in the vernacular, Van Daniel, pursuer of extant phenomena, and Azem, traveler of the world and counselor to the people. What? Should I be revealing such detail to you? Don't be silly. Even children know this much, and you would do well to remember it all. Thanks for the lecture, Emmett. I'll tell you the tale when we're away from sensitive ears. Okay. Sounds good to me. It's like you know, we're friends and thins, yeah. I heard you first time, Medion. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the Empelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it be released unto the world. Maybe you shouldn't. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't doing so well. Why do we know this name? Carabidus? I forget. That is what we shall tend to next. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main aisle and head north. I swear we know this name from somewhere, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, let's head on over. Looks like it should be right over here. I'm a bit tired today. But I mean, that's every day. Oh, they're there. Let's see if I can avoid the bird. Ah! Oh, forgive me. I thought another member of the convocation had come. This is turning out to be an eventful day. Why is this one blue and shiny? A serpentine bird or a winged snake. There is a slight difference in etheric balance between these cardifices. By this, it may be assumed that they aren't the original creations, but their offspring. Interesting. I understand there is a problem with one of the Caribids. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Caribids, I don't care, is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third generation creature was born of an etheric balance, leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin asserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For sure, for such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With this etheric balance leaning towards water, the Caribidus would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You needn't go to such lengths. You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates the vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious to the extreme, and uncouth and unseemly as running around robeless, shameless, shameful. Emmett, please. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that, when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution, Emmett Silk. May I trouble you to move that Cardibus away from its fellows? Somewhere out of sight. His face just reads, "You can't be serious." Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So, have a little faith and run along. Hypodeus. I trust you don't mind. Such bother when we could simply begin anew, but I shall defer to the chief overseer. We must help the Cardivus fly, or else it will they will die. Hypodeus is a man of ideas. I wonder what he has thought of this time. Emmett Silk is out of sight? Good. Let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emmett Silk trait. What? I'm gonna need more details here. We'll have Emmett Silk train it. Yeah, but literally, what? Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see aether currents. And with this, his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you describe, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Brilliant. I want you to go to Emmett Silk. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be flaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. Okay, I gotta say something to him. Okay, and then I think I'll just take a shortcut over here. Actually, it might be at the top there, which means I won't be able to get it. There's an aether current up here. And I'm not sure if it... I think it might actually be up on the platform, in which case I can't get it yet. Or I think I haven't gotten this one yet. It says to the 110 to the west, which means... Yep, there it is. Okay. We're good. A little too far away. Okay. Let's head on over to Emmett. So the next one, the next aether current is, yeah, over on the other side. Let's not get hit by this chicken. Hey Emmett, I've got a favor to ask you. Oh yeah, man. Well, are your preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? Chat mode say, okay, yeah, /say. I have a favor to ask. Now, is this OU? No. Oh, no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. Ugh, I don't know why Hythlodaeus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. If Hythlodaeus is to be believed, relentless insistence may serve to wear down the ever-weary Selk. Try it again. Okay. Please. Selk. This is funny.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Selk. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Selk. Please.
Please, Emmett.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Sure, Emmett. Sure.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
Oh, yeah, I'll get the popcorn.
You were wondering why Selk joined the convocation.
Yes, yes, please tell me more.
Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even. Quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand.
Helping hand? Emmett?
Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault.
To a fault is... exactly.
He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve herself in the business of others. Where she walks, excitement is certain to follow.
Vina?
Her antics irritate Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents.
Well, it's flying.
And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Arduous task. Please, Emmett Selk, I need your help. If I didn't know better, I'd say Emmett Selk is enjoying himself. Not that he'd ever deign to admit it. Oh, I doubt he would ever admit anything like that. Look, Brilliant! Look how well the Cartibus flies! It's flying! It's really flying! As if it were born to do so. Thank goodness. Well, I mean, it kind of was born to do so. Wave. I have wave here, don't I? Yeah. Emerging from his reverie, Emmett Selk notices you and begins to descend with the Cartibus. Oh, crud. I said I have no words to express how thankful or grateful I am. And Brilliant and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Cartibus flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped to achieve this, the Cartibus is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Or they kick them off the cliff and try and yell natural selection. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be better to have the concept adjusted? That way, we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. Bruh. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Hermes. I'm fine. Don't worry. Well, that concludes all my present tasks. Let us return to the Anagornis for now. Well, let's head on back. First, we're on the west side, so... no, okay. There's one, like, right here. But that's a little bit too far. So I'm just gonna teleport back here and we'll finish up this quest. And I think it's a good time for a break. It's been a little bit over an hour. Well, not quite, but... But I think this is a good stopping... Or, well, not a stopping point. A good break point. So, let me talk to everyone, finish up this quest, and then we'll take a quick break. All the creations are happy. That makes me happy too. Now you have seen what I do. Was it everything you were expecting? I thoroughly enjoyed myself. At the end, most of all. Of course you did. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help you, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done what to be done with an impediment to our business. Oh, sure. Sure, I meant. Alright. Gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Oops, that's the wrong button. Time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright. Let's get back to it. So, I talked to everyone beforehand, right? I think so. Let's just go ahead and talk to Hermes and continue on. Aether to Aether. Something seems to be weighing on Hermes' mind. Tell me, Brilliant, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamis. Dynamis seems promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I've found it yet. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? It's Ekion. Econ, I'm afraid. It's done it again. No sooner did we release one of the observation, it set upon the nearby Okiapeats, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the Okiapeats were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Ekion that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where's the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! He seems a little too dedicated to this. I think he's gonna end up teaching Medion some, less desirable skills. If this is a part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. I mean, it makes sense for him to go and see the incident, but I feel like he's... Oh, okay, yeah, there's an Aether current, like, right here. But I feel like he's just a little too dedicated to trying to save the current concepts. Especially for an Amarantine. Well, Amarantine's the wrong word. Especially for an, what's the right word? Ancient one? He just seems a little too much. Let's see, Aether Compass says south. Okay. I'm gonna get the Aether Current here first because it's like right over here. And we need to head... Yeah, there they are. There's Emmett and the gang. Southwest. Should be like right over here. Oh, there it is. Almost walked right past it. I still need to figure out how I'm actually going to do these Aether Currents in the videos. Because I do feel like it's important to show, because it is how I go through the expansion content. But I need to figure out the Aether Current quests. Also, one of the Aether Current quests pops up. I'm pretty sure that's an Aether Current quest. Yes, it is. So we'll need to go ahead and do that later. I might wait until we get to another... Oh, okay, it's these chickens. Might wait until another one pops up. A fearsome beast, this Ekion. But where is it now? The okapit is no easy prey. With its hooves and horns, it was designed to be formidable even on land. Yet they didn't stand a chance against the Ichion. It's heavy. Hermes' pain. Oh, well, I see where this is going. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. An Ichion was indeed responsible. Or is it Lekon? I don't know. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I should go and seek him out there. Emmett Selk and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Lekion did not escape. I think it is Ikion. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Brillian. Come, come! It's down this path and over the bridge. Okay, but first I gotta talk to these two here. Okay, we already got that dialogue. Okay, let's head on over. So where's the next Aether Current? It is, there's two over on this platform that we're gonna be heading towards. Over here by this Aetherite. This is really cool. It's like it's a little bit harder to concentrate with my hand hurting, because my hand is a little bit tingly right now, which usually means that I'm overworking it and I need to stop like immediately. But I'm like trying my best not to hold on to the mouse. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you and break aggro. Where's the closest Aether Current? Oh, east? I must have just, yeah, I just passed it. That's why you check the Aether Currents. I think I did all of Heaven's Ward without the Aether Compass because I didn't realize it was a thing. Anyway, let's go talk to Meteon. There it is! The 12 Wonders! Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Meteon's not accompanying you, Endwalker following mechanics. Let's go. Let's watch Little Blue Bird run? No. Heh. If you're with Meteon, then I assume you're on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Well, she said it's not dark hair, man, so... let's try someone else. But first I'm gonna tune here. Blonde-haired man. Let's try him. Yep, he had long hair. Doros! That's Doros! Well now, if it isn't Meteon, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard a familiar voice. I didn't realize you two had decided to help with the search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Legiones, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields, in restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Kidus. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It is as he says. The beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. Can't do an Emmett voice quite right. Anyway, we've heard the news that Ikion slaughtered Okapits, As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released? I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Legions, oh, they are Legions, okay. Legiones would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them. All exhibit the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. Again, something nobody told me about. Why do you not tell me these things? Sure, Emmett. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in a different environment conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous, depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions. Parashot may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief. Let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making irrational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we may remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we can unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessaries of such routine processes. This also sounds extremely dystopian. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all but Legions. It is all the Legions have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion? That Emmett Selk may better carry out his duties. By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. Well, that's ominous. She's clearly feeling Hermes' emotions, and she's not liking what she's seeing. We have a duty to the star, this I know, but it doesn't mean we don't also have a responsibility to the lives we bring into existence here. To man, other beings are just beings, to be used and controlled like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. What are you teaching her, Hermes? ... A sentimental gift. You needn't be I can't remember how they pronounce it. It's like entelechy? Yes. An entelechy to feel the weight of bearing down on Hermes. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Meteon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Brillian. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon in your care again? I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Well, let's talk to Meteon. Can you help me with something, Brillian? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all the creation in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel, and what to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. Yeah, Meteon following you, and Endwalker mechanic, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and pick some flowers. Let's see, tree in bloom. Vibrant purple flowers, bigger than your hands, adorn the tree. Ooh, so big and bright, I love them. But why, they might be too bright. You may think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Okay, let's go check the other request marker. Let's see, the other side of the building? Or, nope, right here. Slender tree. A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. Where's the Aether Current? Okay, it's northwest. Should be like right here. Yeah, well, I mean, if we want to find flowers, let's check a flower bed. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed, their mix of colors forming a pattern. This would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. Okay. That makes sense. I was kind of thinking that. A familiar plant? What are these things? I forget what they're called. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a conleon! A flower that can move! When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds in him. Not a good gift. Maybe. But you're good, Brillian, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Okay. Let's head over to this one. Let's see. There we go. You spy nothing promising nearby. At best, a common-looking grass with just some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah! Over there, Brillian. Something big, huge! Oh. This is ominous. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. That's an Antidonus. The thing around its mouth looks like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its teeth. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Brillian? Would he like it? Probably not a good sort of memory. I'd rather not go near that thing. That's probably not a good memory. So not this one either. Finding a good flower, it's harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Brilliant, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there? I'll pick something after that, I promise. Okay, now where's this aether current supposed to be? Northwest. Should be like right over here then. Up there it is. It was like pretty much right where I had the marker. Oops. Shock Maw. It's a hunt target. Okay, Meteon, what are we gonna have to deal with this time? We got some like decent flowers. Lush fields. Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Ah, there's nothing. The shiny thing over there. What could it be? I wonder. Shiny object. Oh, is this more Elpis? Oh, Elpis flower. They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelekis. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always white and bright. Truly? The flower was dark in your home? Then, do you have it too? A dark emotion? I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I felt great fury and frustration. I've been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I dare say I have a few. Yeah, I know the pain of sorrow and loss. Let's go with that. I see. Hermes has known the same. The feeling that a part of you is gone, again and again, but no one notices. Please, Brilliant, won't you lend it to me? Your pain and sorrow? Let's not do that. I want to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in dark places since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't here alone, that others are sad too. This does not seem like a good idea. Truly? You'll do it? Thank you, Brilliant. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. Again, this does not seem like a good idea. Okay, so I got the aether currents on this side. How many more overworld ones are there here? Travel aether currents. Let's see. Okay, Elpis still has like 5 more, which is about right. Now let's jump in the poisonous flowers. Just trample them. And it looks like we got another aether current quest over here. We'll worry about those later. Right now I'm going to turn in this quest, and I think this will be the last one we do for today, depending on what it... I think this is probably going to be a cutscene, so let's go ahead and just get the popcorn and have some fun. It seems they're still talking. Let's wait until they've finished. We'll say that her voice is just a little annoying. I think it's just a little too loud.
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Again, this seems like a really not good idea.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
Little hedgehog.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain, but they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you.
Again, I think this is not gonna end well.
To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Glad I could be of service. Let's have no more brooding, eh? Oh, I could tell you all about suffering, nah. Let's have no more of that brooding, eh?
Indeed. Difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of Dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
Sisters?
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness.
I don't think that's going to be possible, but sure.
It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteon. Let us head back.
All right.
This is really good. I'm glad we watched that cutscene. And I think I feel like that's a good stopping point. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap things up for today. So, my opinion of Endwalker so far, I mean, we're like more than halfway through the story. Shadowbringers is a little more of a roller coaster and has several high peaks, including the bombastic ending for both 5.0 and 5.3. But so far, Endwalker has a higher average. Like the lows are in Shadowbringers are lower than Endwalker's average, and Endwalker's just been a constant. For the most part, there's been some peaks, but Shadowbringers has a lot more variance than Endwalker does. But Endwalker has just been overall really good so far, just in general really good. And I want to see what bombastic insanity is going to happen later, once we get to like the final days. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. I'll see about streaming next weekend, and hopefully my hand is slightly better, because like it was still a little bit tingly today while I was actually using the mouse, but thankfully we had two pretty decently long cutscenes, so I was able to relax my hands during those times. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today, and until next time, goodbye.